friends. Today we're working on Unit 6, Lesson 13, page 285. As you can see, we are looking at if we are having to ungroup or make new tens, depending on if it's addition or subtraction. This says ring, add or subtract, check if you need to ungroup or make a new 10 or 100, then find the answer. So the first thing, and I'm only going to do one of these with you today. You can do the next three on your own during our meeting today. The first one says 762 minus 395. Are we going to add or subtract? Go ahead and unmute yourself and tell me one time. Yeah, that was pretty obvious. But one thing I notice is oftentimes as second graders, we forget to pay attention to the sign, and sometimes we end up subtracting instead of adding, like we'll do here, or we add where we're supposed to subtract. So make sure that you pay attention to if it's adding or subtracting. So this activity is largely so that we remember to do adding or subtracting. As always, I think this is way too small of a space for me to get my work done and show you at the same time. So I'm going to do it on a separate piece of paper, and you are welcome to do that too if you want to. And as we do this, we are going to pay attention to whether or not we're going to make new tens, new hundreds, or break apart new tens and new hundreds. If you want to draw a picture, you can do that, but I am not requiring you to do that. You can solve this however you want to. All right, so when I look at this, I'm first going to look in the ones, and I can't subtract 2 minus 5. So I have to move over to the tens. But I like to do it all at once, like I've said before. I know that I can't do 6 minus 9, so I'm going to jump over here, and I'm going to ungroup this 100 and take one of those hundreds. 7, take away 1, leaves me with 6. I'm going to add that 100 to that 60, so I will have 16 tens. So I have 16 tens here, but I still need to add a new 10 to these ones in order to subtract that. So I'm going to take away 1 of the tens from 16. So that leaves me with 15 tens. And I'm going to add the 10 to the 2. 10 plus 2 equals 12. Now I'm all ready to do my subtracting. I'm sorry I forgot to do my columns today. Usually I try to do that first. This is going to be that time when I'm asking you to unmute yourself and tell me the answer one time. 12 minus 5 equals what, everybody? Minus 5 equals 7. You got it. 15 minus 9 equals what, everybody? Thank you. And what is 6 minus 3, everybody? Yes, you got it. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and write my answer over here. My answer is 367. Now, am I going to be happy if you end up turning something in like this? Absolutely not. I want to see where you did your subtraction or your picture or whatever. All right, so did we ungroup to get 10 ones? Yes or no? Unmute yourself and tell me. And did we ungroup to get 10 tens? Yes or no? Unmute and tell me. Yes, we did. Okay, so each equation should look something like this. If you want to, before you get started on all of these, you can go ahead and look and circle each one so that you don't forget which operation to use. When you're finished with everything, take a picture of your work so that I can see your thinking and share it with me on Seesaw.